So I have a little bit of a dilemma this week, and it's not so much that I'm not sure how to handle it, it's probably more that I don't want to handle it. I think everybody knows how I feel about my dogs, and I am quickly having to face the fact that one of them is in failing health, and there's nothing I can do for her. I've had her to the vets and tested and gone through blood diseases and blood tests, and I wouldn't let him do exploratory surgery because I was pretty sure what was wrong with her. It's the same thing one of my first Dobermans went through, and it's just a very long, drawn-out process. And I didn't want him to cut her because in her state that would have meant that she would have died right away. And she's been hanging on now for about a year, and just dramatic weight loss, going from about 110 to probably about 40 pounds. But her demeanor hasn't changed. She's very active, she's very playful, she's very loving. She eats everything you put in front of her. She gets up, she runs around with everybody. She doesn't show, or hadn't shown, any real signs until probably this week, where I noticed that she's been biting herself, specifically on her knees, her joints, which kind of makes me believe that she's got some kind of pain there, or discomfort, and she's trying to resolve it somehow, but she's kind of bloodied her knees in the process. She still runs around and acts like nothing's wrong. I don't know what's holding her together right now other than her skin. She has no muscle whatsoever. She basically looks extremely anorexic, and I'm faced with the decision of when do you decide that quality of life is not there. It's, I suppose, at some point easier with humans when they can talk to you or express something, or you have medical science on your side that proves there's no life in the brain. But I look at I look at Grace, and she still looks happy, she still acts happy, she still has all her faculties, but she just can't be enjoying a full quality of life. So I think I've come to the point where I have to do something, which, of course, tears me apart. And it's probably something that anybody with a pet has been faced with, and it is very hard to go through. And somehow you just have to make peace with the fact that it's not the quality of life she's used to or that she deserves, and there's nothing that can be done at this point. So sometimes it may be a little better to put an end to it before there's any more suffering involved. So not a very pleasant topic, but I think it's something that at some point, like I said, probably you've had to address or known someone that's had to address. And I think if you treat your pets like a family member, you kind of go through this same process of coming to grips with it. So if you have to go through it, I feel for you. I'll keep you posted what happens. I mean, it's a day-to-day thing with me. Some days I just can't bring myself to do it. So we'll see what happens. Later.